So I want to talk about this concept that everybody keeps telling women they can't find a good man because they just need to lower their standards and settle. Like, what are you guys talking about? Why do you guys keep telling these women that are not out of anybody's league that they are? That the reason that they can't find a good man is because they can't settle. No, it couldn't be more the opposite. The reason why they can't find a good man is because they think they are above men that they're not above. Like, even on the looks chart, bro, I'm sorry. If you took 100 women from any walk of life, any age bracket, even in their prime to 45, any of it, from up to down the scale, take 100 of them. If you took their makeup off, 85 of them would look way worse than the average plumber, the average roofer, the average UPS worker, FedEx worker. They would. Most of us men would say, no, I'm way out of your league. I'm turning you down. 85%. I'm getting sick and tired of hearing this. You see it on street interviews. You see it with these sit-down conversations with women. We keep telling these women the reason why you can't find a good man is because you need to lower your standards. You need to settle. Setting the preface that like, you're up here and they're down there, but the guys that you want, they don't want you. And like, no, you're not up here. These women are not up here. Stop telling them that they are. That's the problem. The problem is we have a bunch of women with 200,000 miles between their legs and, past their prime in looks and whatnot, or even women that are overweight or whatever. We're telling these women that they're up here when they're not. Like, even if you look at society on a whole, like I've said before, like playing by different rules, we still expect men today to be masculine, to be making this much money and to have this kind of car and to, look this way and behave this way and pet puppies and kiss babies and whatever. Like, dude, we still expect that. I remember we do not hold women accountable at all. As a whole, as a society, we don't. Like, there are no real women really anymore that can cook or clean or make them from scratch or, even if you get in a relationship today, what's the norm? If I look around most of the guys that I know that are in relationships, they are expected to toe the line of loyalty and monogamy. Like, bro, I've met guys who their relationship is their girl is allowed to look at their social media, log into their social media, look at their phone, and they are straight up told they're not allowed to look at hers. Like, bro, how pathetic do you have to be to go for that shit? Like, that's a level of pathetic I can't even comprehend. Like, dude, we, as a society, the reason why we're having so many problems with dating is because these women, and everyone keeps thinking when I say stuff like this, it's like, oh, that's just 1% of these toxic women. No, dude, this is like a spill on the countertop. Like, this toxic culture of trashy women, this is like a spill on a countertop that's just spreading more and more. The average girl in high school now or college, they think and act in a lot of the ways that you see these trashy women on these sit-down interviews or these street interviews with trashy women in Vegas that are half crocked looking to hook up with strangers. That culture, you can't just keep burying your head in the sand and acting like that's just the trashiest of trashy women. No, dude, that culture is deeply rooted in all the popular music today, movies, television, all of it, dude. It's deeply rooted everywhere. I'm telling you guys right now, there's a lot of high school kids that go to my gym here in West Seattle, the Fitness 19 in West Seattle. It's right by a high school, and this neighborhood has a lot of young adults and whatnot. So there's a lot of them at my gym. There was 2 young men I was talking to a couple days ago, and they had brought up dating and whatnot. And these guys were like 17, 18 years old. And one of the guys told me, if you knew how many sexual partners most of the girls at my school claim to have already, your head would spin. And I didn't get a number out of them, but these are girls that are in like high school, bro, like just starting college or what have you. That was their exact words. If you knew the amount of sexual partners these women claim to have already, your head would spin. And again, we hold men accountable for the things they're supposed to be, but we don't hold women accountable. We don't hold women accountable. Like, dude, I'm sorry if this offends you, but if a woman of any age has a lot of sexual partners, that makes her trash. Sex is very easy for women to get. It is very difficult for men to get. Very difficult. It's much different. If a woman's given herself away to a lot of people, that's not good. That shows bad decision making. That shows bad choices. That shows all the negative things that come along with that. That's the negative slew of things that come along with that process or that outcome. With men, it's different. I know it's a double standard. But like many people have said, that reasoning in itself is what makes that double standard a thing. If a man has had a lot of sexual partners, as a society, we go, damn, how'd you do that? Good job. That's really hard to do. Morally, you might not agree with it, but it's not easy to do. So that's the reasoning behind that, whether you agree with it or not. Sex is very easy for women. Even the ugliest of women can get sex 7 days a week if they want it. And probably by decent looking guys. The average man just cannot do that. In fact, I'm going to go a step further. The above average man most likely can't do that. Can't do it often, that's for sure. But again, we are letting women play by a separate set of rules today. You know, nobody's calling them out on this bullshit. And again, it's not even a fact of like, you need to find a good woman that resists doing that or resists, like, no. A good woman doesn't even want to do that stuff. A good woman doesn't, like I said before, doesn't want to go out to nightclubs and be trashy and this, that. It's not a matter of she wants to, but she's holding back. You know, and it's like, all we have now, you see these guys that say, yeah, I'm going to get me an older woman because they're good traditional women. They want marriage. It's like, no, bro, that's not a good woman. A 35 or so year old woman that has been, you know, promiscuous in her past, and now that that's out of her system, wants to settle down. That's not a good woman, dude. That's not a good woman. Now, I'm not saying people can't change. I'm not saying you can't date these people, but don't call it something that it's not. Don't call this woman some pure traditional, you know, wife material. No, she's not. She's acting like that now. But that's not what that is. It's not what that is. And again, I talk about all this because I'm burnt out on this, man. I am fed up. I'm fed up with the conversation we have in the dating world today. I'm fed up with a society full of women who look down on most men, that they are not better than, not even on a look scale, let alone their behavior and their things they have or haven't done or accomplished. Why are we doing this? Why are more men not waking up? Like when I tell you guys, when you go out in public, stop. You got to really catch yourself when you're out in public and like feeling nervous around these women. Catch yourself. These women are not out of your league. And if these girls look down on you like they would never touch you, you should be insulted by that. You should be extremely insulted and think, what do you mean I would never touch you? You're the one with 150,000 miles on your odometer between your legs. You're the one that's you know, probably got multiple kids from multiple men. You're the one who runs around, you know, listening to garbage music, associating with scumbags. You wouldn't know a good man if he was standing in front of you. Like, you're the one that's below me. And again, I don't care who that offends because that's the truth. I'm tired of nobody telling the truth. The vast majority of women today are far, far below the average man. And that's even on the look scale. If you took the makeup and the eyelashes and stuff off of all these women, 85 out of 100 of them you would turn down. 85 out of 100 you would say, hell no, I wouldn't date you. Ooh, I wouldn't even sleep with you after 10 beers. 85 out of 100. Not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to put this in perspective because I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing all these good average guys that are working hard and being decent people walking around thinking they're ugly or thinking that they're defective, when in reality, no, we just have a society that's propping up these women, making them think there's something they're not, letting them get away with anything, any behavior at all. It's like, dude, the conversation needs to change. Stop telling women they need to lower their standards. No, they need to come back to reality. They don't need to lower their standards. They need to realize they aren't what they think they are. That's what they need to realize. It's not a matter of lowering their standards because I know the man you want's just not out there. No, you need to wake up and realize these guys are way above you. Most of these men out here are way above most women. Even on the looks scale. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. That's the truth. We have a society full of women that are drunk with power and think they are better than everybody. And instead of telling them they're not, we just tell them, no, lower your standards. No, wake up. Wake up. You ain't shit. All these guys you see at the gas pumps and in the grocery store and at the gym, you're not above them. And they need to also wake up. You guys need to wake up and realize you aren't below these women. Stop thinking you are, because that thought process, they can sense it. That's why they wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole, because they can smell like an aroma, like a bad scent, that you think that they're better than you. They're not, dude. Our mindsets need to shift completely as men. They need to shift. Enough with this bullshit. Enough with treating these girls like they're above you, bro. Stop it. They're not. Women don't need to lower their standards. They need to wake the hell up.